All right, on this episode of Definitely Not Mechanics, we're going to be putting an X-pipe on an Audi. I'm ruining this poor man's nice European automobile. We've got a 2016 SQ5 here. This thing's super duper duper sweet. And we got this guy. It's a ECS X-pipe. Is there anything specific the viewers should know about this, Rodney?
I don't think so. It just deletes the resonator under the middle of the car.
Yeah, fuck the resonator. We don't need anything to muffle those sweet, sweet noises. We were smart enough to forethink and get this guy. That way we're not having to do no choppy and end up with a hole in the floor from a stray Sawzall. So I think from here we just gotta jack this thing up and cut it. That's kind of the next step. Always the next step is cutting it. How do you feel about cutting into this thing?
I brought it over here to you so that I didn't really have to feel much of any way about cutting on it. I feel like you'll do a fine job.
I feel like I'll do an okay job. Slightly better than average, maybe. If we're being hopeful. Okay, so now that we're under there, you can get a look here. This is the exhaust coming from the front. And then we got boom right there. Unbolt that. And the whole back drops down. We'll drop this out of here. That way we can see and mark our shit really good. We just gotta loosen these clamps and then it's just kind of plugged in a couple of places. So the exhaust is removed. Basically from like right here back. This is gonna give us an opportunity to cut this, measure it, make sure it's nice. But basically it replaces this whole piece. We'll cut it about right there. And then these clamps, this style of clamp, we'll attach it there. And same on the front. We'll have no silencer. Little bit of silencer. Party.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. Guaranteed party. Thank you ECS for all the party. Alright, so we got the exhaust flipped over upside down here because it'll lay perfectly flat on here this way. We can get an exact measurement. So we're pretty flush right here. We'll just mark those and... Oh wait, we're not gonna... We're gonna hand job it.
Pretty close.
Oh no.
Oh, I did not even consider the possibility of that.
Okay, so what you do in this situation, get the hammer.
We can also just cut them loose from the resonator because there's more area there and then they won't be held together there.
Oh yeah, because we're not going to be using any of this.
Yeah, so then it would separate as much as we wanted to.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, if you want to keep this situation together, too bad this is not the video for you. We get a test run on this now. Okay. Ow. Something's about to happen. Alright. Now that we got ample space to cut this stuff, we start cutting.
Hell yeah.
Alright, we can take a grinder and smooth that for sure. Okay, Rodney, your turn.
Alright.
Yeah, good luck supporting yourself. Oh, you're gripping right the fuck in. Hell yeah. Fuck. You just cut through all of it already?
Yeah.
Daddy, chill. Alright. Here's for Rodney making me look like a bitch. That was fast as fuck. Fuck you. Alright, well, we'll bend this out a little bit. We'll clean up the edges on both of them. We've got to smooth this a little bit too. And then these should be good to mount back into the car. And then we'll mount the pipe. That way we're not picking up the whole assembly at once. Alright, so now that we've got the mufflers in place, we've got our valves hooked back up. This is just kind of propped up here. They're obviously not in the right position, but we just had to get them set up to where they could accept the other X pipe in here. Don't need that guy anymore. So we're gonna move the mounts off of that home dude onto this home dude, and then we're gonna slide these guys on. We're gonna take the whole assembly under there, and then we'll let you guys see us bolting it together. So there's an easy way to get these off that I've learned over the years involving channel locks. Usually you want to take a little bit of lubrication, spray it on there. We'll spray this one too. Angle on it, get a little tighter. They come right off. Whenever you're putting these guys on, make sure that you put them in a way that you'll be able to tighten your bolts. So right now we're looking at this top view. We're gonna set it down there. Set this one. Oops. These have a little, there's a little nipple right here that this sits in. So you want to make sure it's good and on that, so it doesn't want to slip off on you. Alright. How does that look?
I think it looks good.
You like them together? Okay, so we tighten these. Make sure that you tighten these in a way that they're not going to rattle against stuff. This is not the lowest thing that hangs down. The actual control arms themselves are. So I'm not super worried about this being a low point on the exhaust. I'm more worried about it not rattling. And I know that Rodney does travel down some bumpy roads, so I want to make sure there's plenty of movement there. But we've got these guys tightened up. We just need to tighten this middle one that supports both of them together. But Rodney stood at the back and held these, that way they would stay adjusted and look level and even. And then we got this mount in, that one in. These guys are tightened on as well. Alright, this is not a cold start.
Do you want them with the valves closed?
Oh yeah, I forgot that that's an option. Yeah, let's do valves closed.
This is with the valves closed.
Alright, this is with the little flap valves closed. What do you think so far?
It sounds good in here. What does it sound like outside?
Hold it at like 2K. Nice. Sounds pretty rowdy.
Hell yeah, I'm stoked.
Fuck yeah. So that's gonna wrap that up. We've got another video coming out right after this. We're gonna do an intake on this as well. So we're gonna get more supercharger noises, plus the rat-tat-tat race car noises. And hopefully this helps sway some of you guys that were looking into buying some of this ECS stuff. And if you like the way this sounds, you should throw it on your car and leave a comment and tell ECS to sponsor this.